watching Nama channel.
Okay, now we see grade 8, chapter 2, exponents and power. So first we have to see what is meant by exponents and powers. Exponents and powers are same. So definitions for exponents power. So an expression that represents repeated multiplication of the same factor is called power. So for example, a to the power n. So this can be written as, we say it as nth power of a. Nth power of a. So here a to the power n, we say it as this one as power, and a indicates base. So n indicates power and then a indicates base. Next we move on to laws of exponents. Okay, now we see laws of exponents. Laws of exponents under multiplication. So here I take a power m into a power n. So this is laws of exponents under multiplication. Here you see base are same but powers different. In this condition we take it as base as common, but we have to add the power in multiplication. So in laws of exponents, it should be in multiplication with the same base. We have to add the power. So a power m plus n. For example, 3 power 5 into 3 power 2. So here 3 is the base. So in multiplication, base are same. So base are same means we take common. So in multiplication, we have to add the power. 5 plus 2, which is equal to 3 to the power 7. So this is the conditions for multiplication as well as division. A power m divide a power n. So this one can be written in the fraction method. A power m divided by a power n. So both are same. So in multiplication, base are same, we have to add the power. In division, because division is the reciprocal of inverse of multiplication. Division is inverse of multiplication. Because of that, here in multiplication we have to add the power, as well as in division we have to subtract the power. So we take the common base, we have to subtract the power. So m minus n. For example, same, 3 to the power 5 divide 3 to the power 2. So it can be written in the form 3 to the power 5 by 3 to the power 2, which is equal to 3 is common base, we have to subtract the power. So we get 3 power 3. So 3 to the power 3. So next we move on to some negative exponents. Other exponents now. Here we have to see negative exponents. A power minus m. So a to the power minus m. So divided by 1. We take it like this. Because a to the power minus m divided by 1. We have to take reciprocal for this. 1 divided by a to the power m. We have to take the reciprocal of this one. The minus exponents become positive. Otherwise, 1 divided by a to the power minus m. As it is same, we have to take a to the power m divided by 1. Whether it is negative powers in numerator, it goes on denominator, the power will become positive. In the same way, the negative power is in denominator, it goes to numerator, the power will become positive. So next we move on to different base with the same power. A power m into b power m. So in previous question, base are same but powers different. Here powers are same but base different. So base are same in the sense we have to add the power. So here base different but powers are same. So automatically we have to multiply this two. A into b, ab. We take the power as it is common. In the same way, a power m divided by b power m. Here in the division condition is also as the same way. We have to divide a and b as it is. We take common. This one can be written in the form a power m divided by b power m, which is equal to a by b whole power m. We take common for this fraction. A can be divided by b whole power m. And next, already we know that a to the power 0. A to the power 0 can be written in the value is 1. Anything power 0, we say it as 1. Okay, now we see equalization of the exponents. For example, a power m, which is equal to a power n. Here we compare the base are equal and obviously powers are equal. So when the base are equal, we have to compare the powers are equal. For example, I take 3m plus n, m plus 1 here. Here I will take 3 to the power 4. So by comparing base are equal, I take m plus 1 which is equal to 4. So m equal to 4 minus 1, m equal to 3. So now we see 3 plus 1 which is equal to 3 to the power 4. So 3 to the power 4 equal to 3 to the power 4. So base are equal, obviously powers are equal. So next we move on to find how to find out a greater and a smaller value by this exponents. So greater and a smaller. So we have to find how to find greater and smaller. So I take 8 power 2 comma 5 power 3. So here 8 is base higher one. Here base is smaller one. So we don't consider the base is small, the value is small. So we have to find out the value for first. Value for this. So 8 square can be written in the form already told. Exponents is nothing but an expression. It can be represent repeated multiplication of the same factor. So 8 to the power 2 in the sense 8 can be multiple twice. 8 into 8. So 8 8s are 64. So 5 to the power 3. So what is the meaning? 5 can be multiple thrice. 5 into 5 into 5. So 5 into 5, 25 into 5, which is equal to, we get 125. So now you see which one is the greater. 64 is a smaller one and 125 is greater. So 64 is less than 125. Obviously 8 square is less than 5 to the power 3. So don't judgment by on the base is bigger one. You only to consider that is a higher value. So in these conditions, different base with different powers. So I have to take a same base in the sense, for example, we have a same base 5 power 2 comma 5 power 3. So same base with a different power. Here easily we have to judgment. So which we compare the power. So 2 is smaller than 3. So obviously 5 to the power is bigger one. Solution. 5 square, which is can be written as 5 into 5 equal to 25, and then 5 to the power 3 equal to 5 into 5 into 5 equal to 125. Obviously 25 is less than 125, so 5 square is less than 5 to the power 3. So it is very easy to find out whether the base are same. We have to compare with the powers easily to say which one is the greater and which one is the smaller. So 2 is a smaller one, so 5 square is smaller one when compared to 5 power 3. So next we have to see some examples on the basis of this exponents and powers. Now we have to evaluate some question by using that laws of exponents. So here the first question, 5 power 2 into 5 power 4. This one will indicate a to the power m into a to the power n. So which is equal to a power m plus n. So base are same, we have to add the power in multiplication condition. So 5 power 2 plus 4, therefore 5 power 2 into 5 power 4, which is equal to 5 power 6. As it is same in division condition. So 3 to the power 4 divided 3 power 2. So here a power m divide a power n, which is equal to a to the power m minus n. We have to subtract the power in division. So 3 power 4 minus 2, we get 3 power 2. So now 4 power 3 whole to the power 2. So this one indicate the exponent, laws of exponents, a to the power m whole power n. So here we have to multiply the powers, m into n, like that. So here 4 power 3 into 2. So the answer is 4 power 6. So now this is negative exponents. 7 power minus 3. So this one indicates a to the power minus m. Already I told there is no denominator, here one is the denominator. We have to take the reciprocal for this. The negative exponents become positive exponents. That means 1 divided by a power m. As the same, this one 7 power minus 3 divided by 1. We write like this. So now the negative exponents become positive exponents. By using this type of laws of exponents, we have to calculate so many. Here we have to using only the exponents. So because we have to find the value for this in the sense, so we have to multiply this 5 to the power 6. 5 into 5 into 5 into 5. See what we get. 125 into 125. So we have to multiply 125 into 125. In this case we have, I show one shortcut method to you. How to multiply this squaring number, the number which can be ends with 5. So I show one technical method. So the numbers can be ends with 5. You have to using squaring number. For example, 125 into 125.
Thank you for watching நம்ம சேனல். இந்த வீடியோ உங்களுக்கு பிடிச்சிருந்ததுன்னா லைக் பண்ணுங்க, கமெண்ட் பண்ணுங்க, ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க. வீடியோ அடிக்கடி பார்க்கிறதுக்காக இந்த சேனலை சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணிட்டு மறக்காம பக்கத்துல இருக்கக்கூடிய பெல் ஐகானை கிளிக் பண்ணுங்க.
125. So always the last digit is 5 in the sense we get last two digit is 25. So now we compare. Remaining digits are 12. So 12 into what is the next number of 12? That is 13. So this one how you indicates? It can be written as 10 plus 3, just to return 120 and then 36. We get 156. Directly you write this 156 here. Your value is 15,625 is the answer for 125 into 125. So you have to check every number starting from 15 to whatever it is. That means 15 to the power 2. 15 into 15, only squaring numbers. 15 square, 25 square, 35 square and then 45 square. So the number ends with 5. You have to use this technical method. For example, 25 square. Already I told. 5 in the sense we get 25 in lowest digit. So 2, the next number from 2, 3. 2 into 3, we get 6. Already you know that the 25 square is 625. So this is one of the easiest technical method to find out squaring value. The number ends with a 5. So we get 15,625 is the value. So this is one of the method. Here we have to express only in exponents. Here we find out the value. So on this condition we have to see some examples. In these calculations also we have to use so many laws of exponents. For example, the first question I will take 25 cube divided by 5 square. So we have to find out the value for this solution. So 25 cube divided by 5 square. Before we finding or before we have to using the exponents, only the base are equal or powers are equal. Here both are different powers and different base. But 25 cube can be written in the form. So 25, this one can be written in the form 5 square and whole power 3. So clearly I said 25 power 3. Here base is also different and then power also different. We know the condition to apply the laws of exponents, whether the power should be same. Otherwise it may be base are same. Here base and powers totally different. So because of that we convert. So 5 square you no need to disturb, but 25 can be written in the form 5 square. So always this one have a cube. So 5 to the power 2 into 3, 5 power 6. So 25 cube can be written as 5 power 6 divided by 5 power 2. See here we have to apply the laws of exponents. A power m divided by a power n. In division method, we know that we subtract the powers. We get 5 to the power 4. So 5 to the power 4, that means 5 can be multiple 4 times. (25 into 25). So here already I told one shortcut method. So 5 can be ended with the 25. What is the remaining number? 2. After that 3, 6. So 625 is the value for 25 cube divided by 5 square. And then I take the second question. So we have to use some brackets. 2 to the power 8 and divided by 2 to the power 12. So here there is no change. All should be in the same base 2. But we have to use one conditions. Already you know that both must bracket of division, multiplication, addition and subtraction. Because of that, first you have to focus instead of the bracket. First we focus this one. Instead of this, first we have to focus this 2 power 3 whole power 4. So we take it as 2 power 3 into 4 into 2 power 4 divided 2 power 12. I didn't disturb 2 power 4 and 2 power 12. So it can written as 2 to the power 12 into 2 power 4. Now, base are same. In multiplication, what we have to do? We have to add the power. 2 power 12 plus 4. 2 to the power 12. So now we get 2 power 16. So we have to solve everything. So there is no multiplication or addition is there. So you cancel this bracket. Divide 2 to the power. Here we are to using multiplication condition. That means a power m into a power n, which is equal to a power m plus n. Here we have to using a power m divided a power n equal to a power m minus n. So because of that 2 to the power 16 minus 12 we get 2 to the power 4. 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. Because 2 to the power 4 in the sense we have to multiply 2 into 4 times. 2 2s are 4, 2 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16. So the total value of this exponents which is equal to 16. Next we move on to scientific notation of the numbers. Now we see useful and standard form. Standard form is otherwise scientific notation. What is meant by useful form? So useful form, we have to write the numbers. For example, 25,465. So this is useful form. And then scientific notation, this one can be written in on the basis of 10 power. For example, before that you have to expand it. 25,465. So this is ones, tens, 100, 1000 and then 10,000. So 10,000, this one can be written in the form 2 into 10,000 plus, and this one can be written in the form 5 into 1000, and this is 400, 4 into 100, and then plus 6 into 10, and this one can be written as 5 into 1. So all this expansion can be, I have to written in the form on the basis, on the base 10 with powers. For example, 2 into, this one can be written as 10 to the power 4 plus 5 into 10 to the power 3 plus 4 into 10 to the power 2 plus 6 into 10 to the power 1. Here this one can be written as 5 into 10 to the power 0. So we have to write in this method. For example, 2 can be written as 2.0 into 10 to the power 4. So we written as if the value is 20,000. So 2.0 into 10 to the power 4, the value is 20,000. So this is the method to write the values in scientific notation. So because of this, here there is no decimal point. We consider the decimal point is here. So it can be moved 1, 2, 3, 4. How, in which side? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times to the left. So this one can be written as 2.5 into 4, 5, 4, 6, 5 into 10 to the power. How many steps is moved? 1, 2, 3, 4 in left. So left in the sense we take plus 4. So this is the usual method of the number, and this one is the scientific notation of the number. So now we see some examples for scientific notation, usual form to scientific notation and scientific notation to. Now we see the examples. Write the following numbers in scientific notation. Here all the numbers in normal usual method is in a whole number, it's a decimal, and whole number is there. So first one, solution. So 85,000. It can be written in the form scientific notation. So already you consider in scientific notation, the, left to the decimal point only one digit is there. For example, left to the decimal point. So we need only 1. So here 8 is there. So we take 8.5. That means here the decimal point is there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the decimal point placed here. Left to the decimal point we need one number. Left to the decimal point we need one number. So we take 8.5 into, already the base is 10. So the decimal point, it moves left side. Left in the signs, already told, normal useful number to scientific notation, the decimal point moving left, the power is in positive. 4 steps. So as well as Second question. 0.006. Solution. So here 0.006 which is equal to, already I told only one number can be left from the decimal one. So 1, 2, 3. So the decimal point can be placed here. That means 6 point, there is no one, into 0.0 into how many places? 1, 2, 3 places. So 10. So left in the sense we take the power positive, right in the sense we take the negative. So just you think, 8.5 it can be divisible by, multiple by 10,000. So 1, 2, 3, 4. How many decimal point? Only one decimal point. We cancel it. We get 85,000. So because of that, so multiplication is a positive, means you have to multiple, and you cancel the 0. We get 85,000 again. So here in exponents and power, you know that you have to change this negative exponent to positive exponent. That means 6 divided by 10 to the power 3. So now 6 divided by 1000. So here only 6 is there, divided by 1000. So we put one decimal point, you add one 0. It's impossible to divide. We take one 0. Now it's impossible to divide. So now 6 times. So the answer is 0.006. So the normal value to scientific notation, the decimal point is moving left, you take the power positive. Decimal point moving right, you take the negative exponents. Third question. 735. Here the decimal point is there. 1, 2. We have to place it in between 7 and 3. So 7.35 is the format. Already you know that 10. So now the decimal point moving left. So decimal point moving left, in the sense we take positive exponents. How many steps? 1, 2. Power 2. So next I take this same value and convert into useful form. Here you consider 7.35 into 10 to the power 5. So this one in scientific notation. You have to change into useful form. So how you write? 7.35 into 100. So 10 power 2, 10 into 10, 100. So this one can be in shortcut method, 73500. So 1, 2, 2 decimal point, 1, 2. So after the decimal point 0, there is no value. We get 735. Now we see, write the following numbers in useful form. And before example, we have to convert the normal usual number to scientific notation. Now they have to given in scientific method. We change into useful form. So 8.5 into 10 to the power 6. So now think, we have to change it to scientific notation. We have to take the decimal, move to the left, we take the positive exponents. Here positive exponents. To normal useful form to scientific notation, we have to move left side. So we have to, again we convert to useful form, the scientific notation to useful form. This decimal point can be moved right hand side. How to? How many steps? 6 steps. 8.5 is there. So now we think of positive exponents. That in the sense, already the decimal point replaced. To move left and place it here. We have to move right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then the value is 85 lakhs. So just you think, you convert this 85 lakhs into scientific notation. So there is no decimal point. The decimal point is here. So we have to move left and place it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it can be written as 8.5. The base already 10. We move 6 steps to the left, in the sense we get positive 6. So useful form to scientific notation, the decimal point move left, we take the positive exponents. So scientific notation to useful form, positive exponents, the decimal point can be moved right. Scientific to useful form. Scientific to useful form, positive exponents, a decimal point, decimal move right. This is the shortcut method. So opposite. So now here 7.2 into 10 to the power minus 5. So just to think in previous, you convert into scientific notation where you put the negative symbol, the decimal point move right. So you take opposite. Now we have to move left hand side. How many steps? 5 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The value is 0.000072. So now you check 0.000072. So we have to place the decimal point here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps. So 7.2 into 10 to the power. The decimal point moving right, we get minus 5. So just we have to take the opposite. Useful to scientific, just move to the left, take positive, and move to the right for useful form. And then scientific notation, negative exponents, you take, you have to move right hand side, you put the negative exponents, and to useful form, you move left hand side. So now I will show short tips for movement of decimal point. Useful method to scientific notation, and then scientific notation to useful form. So first I have to take useful to scientific notation. So in this method, first you have to see where is the decimal point. So useful to scientific means decimal number is there and then natural numbers is there. So because of that, first you have to see the decimal point, and next it should be moving left or right. So the movement of the decimal point is left. We have a positive exponent on the base 10. So move left, positive exponents. At the same decimal point, move right, we take negative exponents. Clearly you consider, first you see where is the decimal point. It should be moving right hand side, you take a negative exponent, and it moving left hand side, you take a positive exponent. Now scientific notation to useful. First we consider the exponents. You see the exponents, whether it is positive or negative. Exponents in positive, by comparing previous. Positive exponents means what we have to do? Move left. When usual method to scientific. Now we have to take reverse, scientific to useful. So what we have to do? Positive means we move left. Here we want to move right. The exponents have a positive exponents. We have to move the decimal point in right side. The same way, negative in the sense, you have to move left. Just you have to note it down as a mind map. For to simple calculation, to find out how to change over the useful to scientific notation and scientific notation to useful.
Thank you for watching நம்ம சேனல். இந்த வீடியோ உங்களுக்கு பிடிச்சிருந்ததுன்னா லைக் பண்ணுங்க, கமெண்ட் பண்ணுங்க, ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க. வீடியோ அடிக்கடி பார்க்கறதுக்காக இந்த சேனலை சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணிட்டு மறக்காம